Hey y'all, welcome back to Adventuring with Amanda. Thank you so much for being here. If you are new to my channel, welcome. Before we get started, be sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you are new here. I have a lot of stuff happening in this video. It's mostly life at camp. I have trail cam footage of Winston howling and writing tickets, of course. And I also talk a little bit about power and water and some basic van life tips. So, like I said, like this video, we're going to get into it. A subscriber of mine, Dan, who was at the Ironwood meetup with his really cool dog, Dan brought Brock and I a box of goodies, basically, and he brought us some beers. Dan, I already drank the Big Blue Van. I love that beer so much from College Street Brewing, but I'm going to drink this Papago Orange Blossom. Now, this is a beer that I've had before. It is a local beer to Arizona by Huss. Is it Huss? Yeah, the Huss Brewing Company. So I'm just going to open this beverage because not only to say thanks to Dan for the goodies, because I don't think I got a chance to thank you after we met and then you gave us the stuff. But anyways, I just talked to my sister. She is waiting in the airport lounge to fly to Minnesota, and she said that she was having a glass of champagne to preemptively celebrate the life of my grandma, and so we were going to share a drink together over video chat. So here's the beer I'm gonna drink, and I'll check in with you guys in a little bit. I'm sad that Rock Pals doesn't have power stations and solar panels anymore. I've had this 300 watt portable power station for almost 4 years now. And this is what I use to charge my phone, my tablet, my laptop. I don't frequently charge my laptop, so I just wanted to show you right now the amount of power it's drawing. I have all three of these devices charging, but my phone and my tablet together uses about 20 watts, maybe 15. So to charge my small Asus VivoBook, it draws about 30 to 35 watts. As you can see, my power station's at 82%, and I do plan to drive a little bit tomorrow, and I mainly charge this power station while I drive. So I figured I'd drain the battery a little bit more since I need to get my laptop up to full. I had to do updates on it today, so that drained the battery a bit. Oh, look who woke up because Mom has snacks. You wanted to share some snacks with Mom? Mm-hmm. Y'all, my son is peeing right here because literally a fox peed on my tire last night and I got it on camera. I just was able to video chat with my grandma because my sister arrived, and so she called me in one of her lucid moments, and she knew who I was. She recognized me. I was able to tell her I love her. Grandma always called she's always called me since I started van life her gypsy woman, and she called me that on the video chat. And I said, I will always be your gypsy woman, Grandma. And for like 3 seconds, I swear, it's like she sounded completely normal because she looked at me and she said, yes, yes, you will be. And it's like her voice, it's like everything was normal for like 3 seconds. It was bizarre. But I feel so much better that I was able to have that quick, brief moment. Right now, it's looking like she might still have a few days, and I'm just so grateful that my sister's there with my mom. So I'm gonna hang around here for a few more days, I think. It's gonna be nice weather. Today I'm gonna go to the grocery store and run some errands. I am running low on power, so I hope that we have decent sun today so I can put out my solar, because I'm running low on power for the first time in a long time. We'll see what happens. Good news for me. Major League Baseball spring training pitchers and catchers report today. So finally get to listen to more baseball related stuff on Arizona Sports Radio. I'm excited about that. I feel, even though my grandma is on her way out, I feel so freaking good right now because my sister just knew earlier to take that opportunity to call me, and I just feel so much better being able to see my grandma and tell her I love her and all these things. So I feel some pep in my step now. My sister just messaged me that she thinks that my grandma is rallying today, but tomorrow might be a different story. So I'm getting the van cleaned up, and I'm going to pack up everything. I mean, I don't have a ton of stuff out. I really only anticipated being here for a night, but I'm going to clean up and pack up. I'd like to come back to this spot, but I'm going to run my errands. I'm going to stop and see my girlfriends, even if briefly. I might camp with them, I don't know. Or I might come back to this spot, we'll see. So in the meantime, I'm just going to get everything packed up just in case. Yeah, all this wind. It's not as windy today as it was yesterday, but I'd really like to spend more time outside today if possible. I didn't really get the van cleaned up. I just kind of got it packed up, and my rooftop box is a disaster. But it was kind of difficult in the wind, and Winston didn't want to get out of the van, and he was just on my bed, so I didn't even make the bed. But none of that matters. We are going to the grocery store. I stated that I'm low on power, but I also have like 1 gallon of water left. So I'm just living on the edge right now. However, I embrace the challenge. I actually kind of like when I get in situations like this because it forces me to come up with solutions, and of course I'm going to go get water. But one thing that I've done in the past, if I'm running low on power and I can't put my solar out, is I have found electric plugs to charge my portable power stations. What's nice is that my Vitomin Flash Speed 1500 was a fast charging unit. So it is down to 30% right now. But if I found an area to plug it in, it would only take 20 minutes to get up to full. There is a park over by the grocery store that I'm going to, and I am the queen of finding public outlets. I find them oftentimes at parks or community centers or just public areas that have electricity. So I might stop by just to see if they have a plug. If not, I'm only going to be out for an hour and a half, and I should have plenty of sun this afternoon to get my solar in. So time to go get our stuff done. There is a water spigot behind Speedway, so I just used that to fill my 2 3-gallon water jugs for my shower water, and then I also found this outlet. So if push comes to shove, I can come here, charge up my power station. We are back at camp. I stopped to see Tracy, Dee, and Stacy on my way back. And now I need to put out my solar because I only have a few hours of daylight. So I need to get it put up and make my bed still. It takes approximately 0.8 seconds for everything to get dusty when it's windy. And to be honest with you, it's probably kind of pointless to try and clean right now, but I'm doing it anyways. I just feel like even on days like this, it's easier to keep up with everything. Then it doesn't get so overwhelming. But I've had so many people check in with me today and yesterday and last night, and all my friends just reaching out to me. My nomad friends. Well, pretty much my nomad friends are my only friends. I have like 5 other friends that aren't nomads. But it makes me feel just so loved and supported, and I'm not alone, and I'm actually feeling really good. Like, I know I can finally accept and acknowledge fully where I'm at with my grandma, and I don't want to sound like a broken record with all of this, but this is just the grief process that I'm experiencing. And I finally, after seeing her this morning and talking to her and her acknowledging me and being conscious and aware that she was talking to me, she asked where I was in the van. I even showed her this succulent and reminded her that we got that when she and I were together, and she acknowledged that. That's so freaking powerful to me, that when she passes, like, I'm good. I mean, I'm gonna be sad and it's gonna be a roller coaster of emotions, but I'm good. So oh, and also I posted on the community page yesterday a picture of my grandma and I from 2022, and most of you just said how much we look alike, and we do. My grandma and my mom and I, like, we look like triplets. It's wild. And we all looked exactly the same as babies. It's pretty cool. But yeah, and my grandma and I, we share the same middle name, Patricia. So I am my grandma's through and through. So I finally just got the bed made. I have some things to put away. I gave Winston his gabapentin. He's feeling good. I really like this campsite in particular because it's not rocky. It's just more like dirt, which is great on his toes. So it's time to commence van things. Also, I know I'm looking like a hot mess, but okay, let's just move on from that. Look at you, just cozy and happy in your playpen with your smartphone. You smart boy with a smart bone. Mommy's boy. Are you writing tickets to the people far in the distance? Oh. Oh my. Okay. Okay, my son. Thank you so much. Winston is on 2 chewable medications, but I crush them up every single day, twice a day. And to be honest with you, it's kind of a pain. I just don't like doing it. So last night I thought, you know what? If I just get a pill planner, I can crush them up all ahead of time, put them in here, and then that way I don't have to do it every day. I can simply open the box, pour it in his food or his pill pocket, and then it doesn't take so much time. And I can't make excuses. So, yeah. So there's that. $2 at the grocery store. What are you doing, kid? Ooh. About to catch these hands. I have been catching up on YouTube videos from my friends. I still have friends putting out videos from my Adventuring with Amanda YouTube channel meetup that took place a couple weeks ago. I'm starting to see Ironwood videos, so I'm catching up with all of that. I think today I watched Brian from Vintage Van Life. I watched Beverly from Beverly Adventures. And yesterday I watched, well, I've been watching all my friends. I've been watching all my friends and my new friends. It's been fun to see everybody's footage. And it's funny because Brian and Beverly actually both specifically talked about both events, both meetups, and not filming a ton because they were being so present and focusing on what was happening. And I did the exact same thing. Even at my own meetup, I just didn't film as much because I was being conscious and mindful. Ironwood was the same way, but I was also experiencing so much grief and sadness during Ironwood, so that's a big part of the reason I didn't film as much there. But it's so important to remember that when we are in these situations where we're meeting people for the first time, we are coming together as a van life and nomad community, when you are meeting your tribe, it's really important to be mindful so you can create those memories. And so many incredible things have happened over the last few weeks with my friends that I want to carry that with me. And it's just important. It's a good reminder, especially because I am being reminded right now that life is fleeting and it will end one day. And creating these moments that we can all cherish together is more valuable than anything. Thank you guys so much for taking the time to watch. I'll see you next time.